It was simply having to live in the world of men. Chapter 2. The first time Ruthie Fear went hunting with her father, she saw a huge winged skeleton flying in from the north. It approached over the dawn-lit mountains, wings stretched across the horizon, undulating on currents of air. Each bone rose and fell discreetly, hinged together like vertebra, and marked by shafts of light. The skull pointed toward her. Its shadow slid over the earth. An alien, Ruthie was sure, some creature that glided from world to world on gravitational tides and had died in between, the heat of 1,000 suns slowly stripping away its flesh. Only 5. She felt the vastness of the universe, saw herself as a single dot. Imagined skimming through the cosmos beside this hunter, without fear or hunger, passing strange worlds and towering nebulae of green and purple gas millions of miles across. Her father's Auto 5 shotgun broke her reverie and shattered the skeleton into a mass of flapping, twisting parts. One tumbled down to the ice-covered pond before them. It landed silently in a puff of snow. The rest of the flock reassembled, carried on, and were lost in the shadow of the Sapphire Mountains. Her father cursed and lowered the gun. White frost clung to his red beard. "Pulled too early," he said. His orange cap was the brightest piece of the morning world. Ruthie struggled to understand. One moment the skeleton, the next a dying goose. Smoke threaded up from the gun barrel in a mirror of her father's breath. The goose dragged itself across the ice with a broken wing, making not for the shore but the center, as though it would be met there in safety by a healing force. The cold air stung Ruthie's throat. Sudden warmth ached behind her eyes. She mourned the loss of the winged skeleton much more than the goose dying in front of her. The impossible distances it had crossed, the freedom to move from galaxy to galaxy, feeding on light, while her own life was confined to the trailer she shared with her father, and the valley that surrounded them. The goose collapsed. Only its unbroken wing continued to beat weakly against the ice in steady, desperate cadence. Her father cursed again. He breached the stock and emptied the spent shells into the snow. Gunpowder's acrid ammonia smell wafted out. "Point away," he said, handing Ruthie the shotgun. "Not at me, not at you." Ruthie gripped the warm barrel to her chest. She wished the skeleton had passed overhead, that it had streamed on to Las Vegas or Cancun or one of the other exotic places populated by bikini-clad women on the posters of her father's bedroom wall. He was only 24, not much more than a child himself. Together they stood before the world. He turned and picked his way down through the brush to the edge of the pond. He paused on the shore, his eyes narrowed against the cold, his eyebrows drawn together in determination. "Never do this," he said. He lay down on his stomach and spread his arms. Paused there for a moment, a supplicant, flattened with his chin to the snow, then pushed off the snowy bank with his legs, and slowly pulled himself over the creaking surface by the elbows. His arms in a crooked V above his head, his body flat, one ear cocked to the shifting sounds beneath. Heat seemed to ribbon off him, an invader on the blank white void. Only the goose also moving within it. Willow forest on 3 sides, and the snowy roof of former country star Wiley King's unfinished mansion, on which Rutherford had found temporary work after the closing of the mill. A white slope in the distance. The wing beat like a heart. Womp, womp, womp. Slowing, failing, a bloody motor running down. A trickle of red reached out to